Hi guys, it's been a day. Um, it's me, Madison. We're gonna be talking about Shira and the ending of an amazing show. I personally would give it a 10 out of 10 for season 5. I think it was the best season of all of them. I would say season 5 was amazing. A lot of conflict and love and everything, and it was perfect for a finale. And I think they can finally live their happily ever after. But yeah, we're first going to be talking about Horror Prime. God, I don't like you. Horror Prime was annoying, really pathetic. It's very sad. He thought that destroying all the plants would give everybody peace, which you must be delusional because destroying peace won't do anything. It's just going to make you miserable at the end. You probably think it's okay now, but you're going to regret it later in your life. But it's Horror Prime. I think Hordak is better than Horror Prime. I'm gonna tell you, I didn't like Hordak, how he treated Catra and Scorpia and Trapta. I mean, I guess he liked the Trapta, but he's better than Horror Prime, so I can give him that credit. And Wrong Hordak, oh, that he was funny too. He was adorable. I hopefully they kept Wrong Hordak because I really enjoyed him a lot. But yeah, it was very sad because like in the end of season 4 finale, um, he took Glimmer and Hordak, and then he literally like renewed Hordak or like reprogrammed him where he could remember the memories, but it wasn't like him there right now because it was just sad. And yeah, it was very sad, emotional. Throughout the whole season, the whole show, from season 1, I feel like all the characters have grown and they all have changed dramatically. Catra has, especially Catra. I will get to her in 1 second. But Dora, before she was in the horde, she was fighting the rebellion. She didn't know anything about that. She didn't know she wasn't Shira yet. She didn't get the sword. She didn't meet Bo or Glimmer yet. She didn't meet anyone else before she was even like the queen, not the queen, like a princess of power. She was just this girl that didn't know what was really happening. And then when she realized that the horde is actually the bad side, she went to the rebellion because she knew she could bring peace. But then she left Catra, and that's where the fighting started. Like not even in episode 3, it was like episode 1, part 2 of the sword. Catra not betrayed her. Dora betrayed her and left Catra, and that's how Catra became this evil person when she really wasn't evil. Like Double Trouble said in season 4, this is not what you want. You never wanted to be bad. You wanted to be good. It's just that so many people have left Catra. It's that she didn't know what to do because she has fricked over everybody. The Horde, Adora, Scorpia, and Trapta. She took a Trapta to the Beast Island. And she didn't mean that. I know she didn't, but she's so sad and lonely and she needed someone to protect her. But since no one was there, she had to be by herself and it made her like vulnerable almost. She's kind of like Spinel. People have left her and she became toxic because she didn't know how to be a friend because people have left her and she didn't want anyone. She didn't open her heart because she would have been scared someone would just ruin it like they always do. But Adora promised she would never do that. And I'm glad Adora kept on trying. She never gave up on Catra. Like, I don't know if there's a reference. There probably is. I just can't think of it right now. But she never gave up on Catra, and that's why they're together at the end of season 5. And if Adora did give up on Catra, they probably would never be together. And I'm glad she never did because she saw hope in Catra, but she had to let Catra see that for her to understand that you can be good too if you just let your heart open out and stuff. But now that we're talking about Catcher in the Door, I needed this. Them making out was the best of everything. It was like, where is it? This one. This is just art. That's just art. That's just amazing. 10 out of 10. Not even 10 out of 10. A million, billion, gazillion, whatever those words are. This is just the best picture ever. This is like the moment we've been waiting since episode 1 of season 1. Like, do you not see this in season 1? Remember this? Yeah. This became to this. And this is the most beautiful thing that's ever happened in this show. Like, you don't understand? Been waiting a long time. And I'm so glad. Like, look. Like, I can find more. This. This. This is just amazing. I will literally give you credit. And, this too. In the future. The most beautifulest thing ever. Like, no, like, I can just, I just needed this. I'm sorry. For a minute, I'm just gonna be talking beautiful about this. But, yeah. About their relationship, their relationship was very, very, very confusing and complicated and very interesting and difficult. They were very both stubborn and very most hating each other. They know they both loved each other. It's just that they both hate each other at the same time. And the past, like 4 or 5 seasons, like half of the show is them just fighting, like every episode mostly. And them just not making up for it. In episode 11, I think in season 1, when they I think it was called Promise or something, they try to reconnect, but it didn't work. It really did not. It actually, they just make it worse. And I think it was just sad. They both loved each other. It's just that they did so much to each other. I think they didn't know how to reconnect. And season 5 made them connect because there's a lot of moments of them in season 5, and I really appreciate Noelle for doing that because having them, they need to talk, they need to connect. I'm glad Adora got her off of the freaking space place that Horror Prime was at because she needed to. In the moment where, I don't know if it's here. Let me see. I don't know if it's maybe it's not. I don't feel like scrolling down. Where is it? I'll tell you. It's the part where she gets like possessed and it looks like those robots. That's where I lost it. That's where Shira came out too. And before we'll talk about Shira 1 second. I'm sorry. I gotta keep talking. I'm sorry. But when she was possessed, she was like, "You made me like this," and all that. Like, it was just so much. And then Adora had to punch Catra to get like that thing off of her, that chip. It was so sad. They were just fighting, and then she said, "You promise?" Like you know how many times they've said promise to each other? Like, "I promise I won't leave you." Like, it's so sad that it actually happened. But I'm glad, and that's when Shira came, and I loved her new look. It's like a ponytail instead of like hair. Just, I like the ponytail. I think I like the new look better than the old look. I didn't say I hated the old look. It was normal and nice and good, but the new look was amazing. Even it'd be awesome because it's the final season 2. So they made like a perfect in the transformation. And the sword too, it's like skinnier and like less like bigger. Like, I don't even know. But it was amazing. And the spells, like the weird like Harry Potter like, oh my god, that was amazing. And I just really loved it. There was a lot of ships in this show. Scorpio and Perfuma, Spinnerella and Natasha, well, their thing. Catra and Adora. OTP for life. Bo, Glimmer, Hordak, Entrapta, Mermista, Seahawk. Am I missing anyone else? Comment down below if I'm missing something. Shadow Weaver, no one. We will talk about Shadow Weaver's sacrifice probably at the end of this video. I just need to say something. We're not going to talk about that right now. But there was a lot of ships, and I really like them. I like the presentations, though. It's very nice, and man. But yeah, I really enjoyed that video. With that video, that episode where in episode 5 was called like Save the Cat when they like go back. And better than that, let's talk about Bo and Glimmer. I don't think if I said that ship, but okay. I've shipped them for probably like a long time. I hope they'll probably get married. Because remember in that future like scene, like at the last episode of season 5, it's like the heart part 2, where it's like a future of what Adora's future can be. Because she thought she was gonna die, but then she like sees the future that Catra and Adora together and Bo and Glimmer together. It just makes no sense, and I like their relationship. They do love each other. Because I remember when they said "I love you," and then he said "I love you too," and then they kiss on the cheek. I really like that too, and I shipped them too. At one moment, I did ship Adora and Glimmer, just for like a couple of weeks. Okay, I didn't say a lot of people did ship Bo and Seahawk. Not a fan, but I'm sorry. That's just my opinion. If you don't like it, you're gonna have to get used to it. But yeah, there's a lot of it. Bo and Glimmer will always be together, and they always will because they always have been. And I think it's amazing how they can change in one season. They really can. They can change in one season, and it was just amazing. People did ship Adora and Bo. They're best likely friends. Like, no, let's see, but it was, I don't know. It was just interesting talking about that. But there's a lot of pictures of them. I don't know. There's not really a lot from season 5. I see season 4, season 1, season 2, and all of that. But I think that them shipping them was amazing. I remember when Bo was mad that Glimmer was. Oh, I forgot. Glimmer literally made. It's kind of Glimmer's fault. I'm not trying to be mean, but it was kind of Glimmer's fault. She was acting kind of dumb in season 4 finale when she wasn't listening to Dora and Bo. They told her that you shouldn't use the runestone because it was the last piece to Light Hope's plan for She-Ra to like destroy everything. And that's how she destroyed her sword. It was the only way she could do it. She had to destroy her sword, and it was kind of Glimmer's fault because she wasn't listening to her friends. Because I think she was just over everything. And at that point, I'm like, you're kind of acting like Catra. She's like desperate to do the win. She needs to win, but winning is not always good. You understand? She messed up, but she did see that she did mess up. She tried to do it, but it wasn't enough, and she was already teleported to Horror Prime. And when they reunited, I think it was like episode 4 when they were seeing the Star siblings or Star sisters. Someone said Star siblings. But yeah, Bo was mad because I think he was like so focused on getting Glimmer back, like on Earth or spaceship, that he didn't really see that Glimmer did mess up and she didn't listen. And he was mad at Glimmer for like an episode. He had to be mad at her because you can't just forgive someone that quick. You need to let him have space because you did hurt Adora and Bo. And you didn't listen to them. And you should have listened to your friends. The friends that have known you forever, you didn't listen to them. Adora tried to warn you, but you blamed her mother, Glimmer's mother, on Adora. Which that's not Adora's fault. Also, I want to talk about that. Adora did not tell Angela to do that. She didn't have to. Adora was going to sacrifice herself. So then her mother wouldn't do it. So I don't know why Glimmer blamed her mother's death on Adora. It wasn't her fault. She didn't want that to happen, but it just happened. And she said it wasn't her destiny to do that. And I'm really sad that she died. Sorry. I forgot. And I'm like, Glimmer. But yeah, Bo was mad, and he needs to be mad. And Glimmer's like, I'm sorry, Bo. Like, sorry is not enough, Glimmer. You did hurt them, though. You need to let him breathe and let him grieve for like a little bit. But they did reconnect at the end of the episode, and I'm really glad too, because I want the best friend squad back. And also, Katra. Katra's in the best squad friend. I can't talk. Best friend squad, and I love that because she was like, oh, no, I hate you guys, but really she's just very nice and funny. And both thought everything that Katra did, like when she was sneezing, was cute. Also, Milog. Oh, that cat. Remember in the trailer, people said that was Katra's like transformation to like a real big cat. I didn't believe that. See, I never watched the original. I wasn't even alive then, so yeah. People have watched the original, but I think the reboot's better because it just makes more sense. Also, it's like shapes and size and it's different. Not everybody's like the same, you know. But literally, let's see. Let me get out here. Oh, in the trailer, I'm like, who's this cat? When Katra met that cat, I'm like, please don't hurt Katra. But then she realized, wait a minute, it's fine. Katra, just no. Katra literally was like, oh, I have a cat friend now. Now she can be friends. And now that the me look is like accepted with her, it's so nice. And I don't know. I really liked it. And yeah, there's a lot in this season 5. There's a lot, like a lot. A lot. She's trying to be nice now, and I'm glad she's trying to be nice, and she's fixing all of her mistakes that she's done, and I really like that for her because fixing your mistakes is amazing too, and she's trying to fix Alvadora. I think what was it? It was like episode 10 or 11, maybe 9. No, it was episode 10 when Katja left. During the episode, I forget what it was called. Failsafe? No. What's that? Failsafe. I forget what that episode's called. I don't know. You can comment down below. But I remember when Shari was like, you're getting distracted over your emotions and feelings, and Catra's distracted. Like, Shari, shut up. No, Catra's not a distraction to Adora. Catra never did anything. I mean, she did do a lot of stuff to Adora, but still, it's not that. I think she's just worried that Shira's gonna not come, and how are they gonna fix everything. And literally, she was like, blah, blah, blah. But that's why Katja ran away, because she thought what Shari said was like true. And I don't know. But I'm like, you can't be talking. That's not true, okay? Shari, you don't know. You always ruin everybody's chance of being happy. It's like annoying. Like, you have ruined Katja's life, you've ruined Adora's life. And you ruin everybody's life. You ruin Castabella's life. You ruin Angela's life. You ruined Micah's life, especially Micah. Because you remember when you tried destroying the map, like try to get stop it. I'm glad you sacrificed yourself. You needed to, because I'm not saying Shari was like my least favorite. I mean, she was kind of. She was just awful to them. Trauma. Awful. She's an awful mother. But also she did do one good thing, was sacrifice herself so then Katja and Dora can live a good life. And I'm glad, because I didn't want Katja to die. Like, you ain't not killing off Katja at the end of the season, because it's the finale season and they can't make another season. Like, if they kill off Katja, that would have been a terrible wrap. Like, the worst cliffhanger ever. Because then they would have to make a movie or something. Like, they tell me that Katja was alive. And I'm like, well, no. But yeah, I'm like thinking, man, it's the most complicated. It was the most like impact season ever. A lot of stuff did happen in this show, most to Adora, and I'm surprised she handled it. At one point in the season, she was like saying, "I gotta do this by myself." Like, you don't have to do this by yourself. You have your friends, but she's like, this is what Shira's meant for. And then I remember when Mara came in for like a couple of minutes. She said like, sacrifice myself so then you wouldn't have to sacrifice yourselves. And it's like, why are you doing this? Because this is what Shira's made for. And then Mara was like, what do you want, Adora? You want love? Like, you need love. I want people are trying to love on you. Mara sacrificed herself so you wouldn't have to do this, Adora. Because I don't want you dead. I didn't want Adora to die. I love Mara, but she did that so she would help you. And that's not your destiny, Dora. And she was just realizing, I think she was like over everything, probably. Like, I would have been over everything if I was Dora, she was in Shira. And she's like, this is what she's made for. Like, no, you're not made just to die. You're made to be loved and cared and kind and be loyal to. You're loved. You're made to be with Catra and get married and have children if you can. Cat children, cat kids. Sure, cat human kids, cat humans, kids, cat humans. And I want you to realize that, Dora. You are not alone and stuff. When Double Trouble came back, it was episode 7. What was it? Like when it was Scorpio, Mermista, Seawalk, and Perfume, and when they all went to that underwater place, I don't know, club? I don't know what it's called. Double Trouble was Peekaboo. They were Peekaboo. And I'm like, I knew it was Double Trouble because they said, like, Adora, Glimmer. Like, how would you know that? Because you would never know that. And they said, like, I gotta get into character. And then I realized they always said, I gotta get into character. And Scorpion's like, oh, I've known you. I knew it was Double Trouble. Because Peekaboo would never know Glimmer and Adora. You know. And then they lied that Perfuma, like, loves that thing. Like, no, you're off at lying. Like, no. Like, oh, I'm glad they came back. I mean, we barely saw them, only for like that 1 minute of that time. Also, by the way, Scorpio. I feel like Catra did do a lot of damage on Scorpio. What I'm saying is she didn't believe in herself because she's like, I like singing, but Catra said it was always awful. Like, don't listen to what Catra said. Catra was being dumb those seasons, okay? That was when sad Catra didn't care about anyone, okay? You need to believe in yourself. Perfume was telling how Scorpio, like, you got this. You can do this. Wait, I can do this? But then she said Perfume can do it. Like, you need to believe in yourself. I think Scorpio has been told that she's awful and terrible and weak at everything by Catra so much that she believed that whatever Catra said was true about her. And Scorpio need a wake-up moment to realize that you are wrong. Catra's not right. You are not any of that what she said. And she was kind of believing it too. I'm like, oh no, God. And also when Scorpio got chipped, remember that scene with Scorpio? She almost threw that thing on Catra. Catra's like, hey Scorpio, like all that, like you're trying to apologize to Scorpio now. Not like this, boo-boo, but you do gotta apologize to Scorpio because you kind of made her like this. Kind of made Scorpio like this, like balled up, anger. I mean, Scorpio doesn't really get angry, but I would understand why she didn't believe in herself because Catra told her like you're nothing, you're pathetic, and all that. She did that to a lot of people, and that can really impact someone really badly. The final thing I will be talking about is ending of Shira. I think they ended really good because I don't know. It was different. Like when a show ends, it really impacts me because I connect with these characters. Like I get to know these characters like they're actually real people when really they're really not. I like see and I feel the feelings, but when they end the show, I grieve for a long time, probably for like a month or two. Because I remember when Steven Universe ended, Steven Universe features, but still Steven Universe, same thing. That really sucked for me because I loved the show. It was just, I'm sorry if I'm talking about Steven Universe, but it's kind of a connection. It was really hard for me because I had to let that show go. I hate letting things go. I hold a grudge for a long time. I don't know why. I just can't like accept that it's over. And it was awful because I'm gonna tell you this is actually true. Like when it actually on March 27th, after watching the finale of Steven Universe, I'm like thinking it's not over. Like my brain was telling me it's not over when really it is over. I wasn't seeing that it was actually over. And I remember the next day, I was like, oh, can't wait to watch Steven Universe because it's not over. Then I'm realizing that it is over, and I kept on thinking it's not. That's what's happened. After I finished the reactions, I realized it's actually over. I remember if you watched my video for the last episode of Shira, you saw me. I was crying at the end. I've never cried on camera. Probably never in my life. I've cried in public, not public, cried off camera, but I need to show you the true me of me because I was so done. Like, ugh. But the ending was amazing. Catcher and Dora get to live happily ever after. Horror Prime is gone. Gone. Ah, sorry. Trapped and Hordak can live happily ever after. Everybody can live happily ever after. Bo and Glimmer can happily ever after. They can finally live their lives without having to worry about war, fighting, battling. Forget all that crap. Forget that past. Go to the future. Live your life. Live everything because they have never got to live their life. And I'm glad they got to end a happy time. I'm glad none of them died. I'm glad. Because they needed this. They needed to take a break from all that. They needed to worry. They're like kids. They're only like 17. I don't know how old Dora, Catcher, Bo, and Glimmer are, but they need to live their lives as teenagers, maybe adults, because their whole lives they've just been fighting over the dumbest things ever. Not dumb, not dumbest things. I meant like impacted things. I just want them to be happy. I know their characters are not real, but still, I want them to live amazing lives, don't worry about that. I want Catcher to realize that you are with Adora now. You have everything that you want, that you always want. All you want is just to be with Adora. And as long as you have that, and as long as you're happy and you don't think about the past, you'll be okay. I really thought this show was amazing. It was amazing. I like how they ended it. It was very hard for me to say goodbye to this show. It was very hard not to see spoilers because people I remember when it came out, people were putting spoilers about hours on. They were putting spoilers out. Like, that's mean. But I'm really glad. It was like a happy ending. I'm glad it wasn't like a sad ending. I was like happy crying too and also emotionally crying. And it made me realize it's over and it's never going to come back. But you know what I want to do? Probably like 2 or 3 years in the future, I'm like 15, 16 years old. I go on Netflix, I see the show, I'm like, why does the show ended? And then I rewatch the whole show, and then I realize, amazing. Always was amazing, always will be extraordinary, you know? And I want to do that. I want to go back in the future and just like rewatch it and be like, wow, just like Steven Universe, I'm going to rewatch all 5 seasons plus, actually no, all 5 seasons and the epilogue show and the movie and rewatch it and see why did they end it? And then I'm like, amazing how it always was. But then I realized this. Even good shows have to end. They can't always stay alive forever because people gotta do other things and they want to do other things in their life. And I understand that. But I'm saying this, even though you don't want a show to go, every good show will end eventually. And you're gonna have to accept that. And She-Ra, amazing show. Sharing Things is amazing show. I don't know when that's ending, but that's gonna really suck for me. I love Sharing Things. Steven Universe ended beautifully. As long as it touched someone's heart, I think it will really impact you. And I like when shows impact me because it had feelings that related with me. And yeah, I think Shira was amazing. Also, where was Lonnie and Kyle and Rogelio and Huntara the whole show? Because I only saw them like not even 5 times. I only saw them once, like at the end of the freaking show. And I'm like, oh, maybe they just didn't get the voice actors and maybe they didn't really. Like, I kind of wish but the one thing I really wish they did is like bring Kyle and Lonnie and Rogelio because they're like the minor characters. But then I realized minor characters don't really get a lot of dialogue and stuff. But I'm glad I did give a lot of dialogue and like character like growth from Toss and Spinnerella because the first couple of seasons they didn't really put them both on the show. I mean, they were on the show, but they're like minor characters, like background characters that really didn't talk at all. I mean, they were princesses, but still, like, we need more. And then I'm glad in season 5 they were like actually like a main character, you know? I mean, they were always in the theme intro. And also the Star siblings, it was like Starla, Jewel Star, and what's that? I'm sorry. I have the character names because I forget. I wrote. Wait, you can't see it. Sorry. I wrote all the characters down. It was Tall Star, Jewel Star, and Starla. So I was right. Also, Swiftwind. People didn't really like Swiftwind in the other seasons, but I really think that Swiftwind did change in season 5. He was amazing. That's my opinion. I really think that he grew too as a horse too, like a pony, unicorn, magical horse. I don't know. I liked him too. Micah, I liked him too. I remember when he got chipped. Oh, that was not a good thing. Caspella, good too, was Micah's sister. Elise Glimmer has a father now, even though her mother is gone. She still has a parent figure, and she can have some control in her life if she needs it too. Who else? Frosta. Oh, Frosta was funny. Frosta, she's a bean. She'll always be young, maybe. Natasha, we already talked about. Dora, Perfuma, Ramista. Oh, she's always funny. Ramista, when she said that she burned a ship, she wanted to see what it felt like. That's adorable. That means how much she loves Seahawk. And also George and Lance, Bo's dads, they were in it too, because I remember when he got scared that they might got chipped, he didn't. And I'm glad. And I'm glad that I got to saw them too, because they were like in season 2 or it was season 2 ending. I'm sorry. I'm bad at memory sometimes. I think that's it from the talk. It's over. I'm so sad. But guys, I'm gonna tell you this. Hope you like and subscribe. I don't know when I'll be posting again. I'm gonna take a break because I did Shuri reactions all week and Mama needed a break. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this Shuri talk, my thoughts. I would say outstanding season and show 2018 out of 2020. I love you, Shira. I love you, Noelle. Friend. Thank you for making the show beautiful and amazing and have presentation of different sex, genders, sizes, shapes. I don't know what I done. And I'm glad you made it different from a show. And I'm glad you did a lot. You touched my heart. And I think we need more shows like this. But yeah. Hope you guys like and subscribe. I love you all, my dears. I don't know when I'll be posting soon. But yeah. Stay 6 feet apart.